Bosch has made great sliding compound miter saws for years, but now they've changed the slide to a glide and redefined this type of saw forever. What they haven't changed is that this saw will cut bevels to 45 degrees to the left or right, and it'll cut miters to 52 degrees to the left or 60 degrees to the right. All of the markings, including the detents, are clearly printed on stainless steel plaques that are riveted to the body. Another feature making the jump from previous versions is that all of the controls are mounted up front. This lever locks and unlocks the bevel function, and this dial lets you choose between left and right bevels. The knob up front locks and unlocks the miter function. With the miter lock button tilted forward, the arm automatically drops into the detents. But if you need to make a little correction, you can push this button forward and it'll go any place you want and not drop into the detents. Just set it where you want and tighten the knob and that locks it in place. This saw is powered by one of Bosch's smooth running but powerful 15 amp motors. The motor is mounted up high and sends its power to the blade through a low profile belt drive that gives you more room for stock. This flat type belt is known for transmitting power very smoothly and with virtually no slip. Because the belt is so thin, there's very little surface on the sides to generate heat at the pulleys. The multiple grooves in the pulley and belt keep it running straight and true. The blade shaft itself runs in ball bearings, and Bosch includes this push-button spindle lock to make changing blades easier. To limit the depth of cut, you flip this lever out and then adjust this pin for the depth that you need. To return to full depth cuts, you just push this lever in and the pin goes through the hole in the center. Adjustable plates run along both sides of the blade and can be moved in or out to help support fragile stock. The operating handle is large and comfortable and has trigger releases on the left and right to support both left and right-handed operators. The fence system is 4 3/8 inches tall and remains very square to the table surface. Each of the upper fence halves can be adjusted in or out by flipping their locking lever, moving the fence to where you need it, and then relocking the lever. Each of the upper fence halves has preformed holes for mounting auxiliary fences or your jigs. If you need to extend the table surface itself, you release the locking lever on either side and pull the extension out to the distance needed. They can go out to a maximum of 42 inches across the entire table, and it's just as easy to stow the extensions when they're not needed. And to make you a little safer and more accurate, Bosch includes this work clamp that fits in bosses on either side of the blade. The dust collection shroud looks way too small, but it's unbelievable how well this works at grabbing the dust and sending it up the tube to the outlet port. And if there's no vacuum handy, Bosch includes this dust bag that clips onto the outlet port. But if you're like me, hook a vacuum to this port and you'd be shocked at how much dust is actually collected. And after a full thickness cut in Luan plywood, this is all the dust that got away. Okay, now you get to see the really trick part of this saw. It's this set of arms that literally lets you put this saw against the wall without losing any front-to-back cutting distance. All of the components in these arms are very heavily made and heavily ribbed, so there's no deflection in the arms themselves. Because these pivots are 90 degrees to each other, they virtually eliminate any play in either one of them. Because the arms are actually 90 degrees to each other and run in high-quality ball bearings, there's virtually no drag, so this assembly moves front to back very easily. Because of that, Bosch added this fixture that lets you dial in a little bit of friction to make it more comfortable feeling to you. This arm system is so effective that you flip this little lever down between them and it essentially locks the arm in the rear position. So if you've been looking for a sliding compound miter saw, you might want to skip the old technology and just go right to the Bosch 12-inch dual-bevel glide miter saw. Even if space behind the saw isn't a consideration for you, you have to look at the quality and capabilities of this saw. You can spend a lot more, but I don't think you're going to get any more value than with the Bosch 12-inch dual-bevel glide miter saw.